Hello everyone, it's Sardonyx here, and today, in celebration of 200 subscribers, we're going to be doing a collection video. This is only the second one I've made, and compared to my last one, which only had 3 props, this is definitely a lot more. So, basically going to be doing demos of every prop I own, and that's about it. Just going to be talking about them a bit. And, yeah, so I'll be right back with the first demo, which will be Uncle Charlie. Alright, so here we have Uncle Charlie, which mine is really customized, so it looks quite a bit different from most people's, but here is Uncle Charlie. This is the first prop I ever purchased, and I'd say it was worth it. He was definitely a, standpoint in my collection for a while. He was just really awesome, really cool. I still like him a lot, which is why I took the time to customize him, because I just really liked him, but, yeah. I don't really have any specific stories for this one, but a neat little fun fact is originally Cuddles was supposed to be my first prop because I saw him and I really wanted to pre-order him, but we eventually went with Charlie because of the price. But I guess let's do a little demo of Charlie. Let me get his adapter over here. For some reason all the way over there. Let's demo him.
Want a little candy? Come on! I won't hurt you much. Come here, take a little bite. You know you want to. It's all fun and games till somebody loses their soul.
Alright, so that was Uncle Charlie. Definitely, like I said, one of my favorite props that I own. A lot of these are my favorites, and of course, I think he's my favorite aesthetically that I have because of how much I've customized him and made him look different. I'm really proud of how my Uncle Charlie looks in general, especially in the face. But, the next prop I got was Jumping Clown, so let's get into a demo and story of him. Alright, so Jumping Clown was the second prop I got. I don't really have much of a story for him besides that I just kind of bought him up off Walmart one day for fun. But, yeah, so, let's tidy up his dress right here. Where did my extension cord go? So, back here next to Charlie. Alright, so let's go ahead and demo the Jumping Clown. This one is definitely very unorthodox compared to all the other props I have because it's a jumping prop and not just a normal moving life size. But he is on motion sensor, so let's just see him jump a little bit. Alright, so that was Jumping Clown. Nothing really special with him because he's just like a little small jumping prop. Very similar to the Jumping Spider. Just a clown. Move this on a little bit. The third prop I got was the Rotten Ringmaster, which originally was the Rotten Ringmaster with Cage Clown. But I did end up getting him with the kid by just simply getting the kid module and the kid itself. So yeah, originally there would have been Ringmaster Clown here, but of course it's Ringmaster Kid now, so let me find his adapter and we're gonna do a demo of him. Definitely one of my favorites out of my collection. He's very unsettling in terms of like how he looks. Very tall prop.
Come on, to the grisliest show on earth! Mayhem! Clowns! Fun for the whole family! Step right up and see the human condition on display. Will this little one be stuck in a cage forever? Or will she be fed to the lion? Only time will tell!
turn him off. So yeah, that is Ringmaster. The really only complaint I have about him is his collar. I had to like put some clothespins on it to make it look better, and even then, the way his neck looks just looks really strange. But he definitely is one of my favorites in my collection. Probably right behind KG or Sweet Dreams, which they're not even the favorite in my collection, but yep, that's Ringmaster. If you can get him, I suggest getting him if you're a clown fan, because he definitely is very awesome. But next on to Swinging Chuckles. Unfortunately, I couldn't have him swinging in this video because I don't really have a structure to let him swing on, but you know, we can still see him, I guess. So let's go ahead and do this. I bought him and Underworld Clown at the same time. He just happened to come before Underworld Clown. Let me just plug in here. Usually he'd be swinging, but all he does other than that is move his head.
I just love this music, don't you? It just puts me in a great mood. Makes me wanna break something.
So that was Chuckles. He's really awesome when he actually is swinging, but unfortunately I couldn't have him swinging in this video because at my house I don't have much to let him swing on. But he definitely is really cool when he is swinging, and he looks very nice. His swinging motion is very realistic. A lot better than most swinging props nowadays from Spirit and Morris. Well, Morris is usually SVI swinging props, which is very good because SVI has a very nice swinging mech. Next is the Underworld Clown. This is who came after Chuckles, and I bought him at the same time as Chuckles, like I said, and he is very, very, very big. Just look at him in Ringmaster. You can tell that he's much bigger. He's definitely not as tall, but he is huge. He was also a pain in the ass to move out here. I had to move him all in one piece if I wanted to do it quickly, but let's go ahead and turn him on. This guy is probably my third favorite in my collection. I'll probably do a ranking of them at the end of the video.
The night air is cool up here above the ground, but I prefer the fiery warmth down below. I'll drag your cold soul down with me for a little company and show you the warmth of my fiery pits. The sulphurous stench in the caverns down below do not equal the sweet smell of that soul's ready for picking. And here is another meal now. Dinner is served.
Underworld Clown definitely is really cool. The only really complaint I have about him is this, that you can see the motor through the clothes sometimes, but you can kind of cover it if you tighten the arms a little bit, but I'll just do that right quick. So yeah, that is Underworld Clown. I think my top three right now is probably Cuddles, Underworld, and KG. KG might be a little bit above Underworld, but shoot, I forgot to cover KG. I didn't actually buy Chuckles after Ringmaster. I bought KG after Ringmaster. I just forgot to do him like a dummy. So let's do KG. KG came after Chuckles, I meant before Chuckles and Underworld. I got him for Christmas, and I must say he was definitely worth it as a Christmas present. I originally wanted Mr. Happy, and I just kind of told my family either Mr. Happy or KG would be fine as a Christmas present, and they got me KG. And even though I was kind of like disappointed that I had KG, because, you know, it's just Ringmaster, I was definitely started to like him a lot more. Excuse any background noise since I'm outside. But let's do a KG.
Hey, little feller, are you getting hungry? That's what I like to hear. Let's just wait for a few more people to show up, and I'll let you loose. Looky what I am! This little guy is great fun at parties! I just throw him over the fence and watch him go! Everyone looks like they're having the time of their lives!
Alright, that's all I'm gonna do for KG. KG was one of those props that I saw at Halloween Express in 2019 before I was really into haunting. And I'm really glad to have him because I saw him in store one time, and even though I was really fucking freaked out by these things at first in 2019, I really liked them deep down. Especially Ringmaster and KG. I saw those two and Crouchy. Those were the three that I really wanted at first. And eventually I did get Ringmaster and KG, and I got my preferred versions. So yeah. After Underworld, Chuckles, and KG was Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead is the only non-clown prop I have. I do think he was a very fitting non-clown prop because I remember that I saw him on a video right after, like literally right after Costco stopped doing their Halloween stuff. So I wasn't able to pick him up, and even if they were doing his Halloween stuff, their Halloween stuff, I wasn't able to pick him up because I don't have a Costco near me. But I'm definitely glad I got him. I got him off of Amazon because they had like an extra stock, and I'm really glad that I was able to find him.
Are you scared of crows? I sure am. Lucky for me, I have this smile carved on my face, or you would see just how scared I am. Shoo! Shoo!
That's all I'm gonna do for him. Pumpkin has really nice music. He's quite tall. Definitely not as tall as some of the other towering props I have. About as tall as KG. A little bit shorter, I don't know. But he definitely is really awesome. His clothing is very high quality. He's just really awesome in general. This is probably the only Scarecrow prop I'll get for a while, even though I do want to eventually build up a farm theme, because clowns and scarecrows in farm-themed stuff generally seems to work together pretty well, which is a very weird matchup, but you know, it's whatever. But Underworld looks kind of nice with the creepy call flowing out. But after Pumpkinhead, I got Cuddles, which, damn. Cuddles is 100% my favorite prop I have. He is huge. He's about the same width as Underworld. Same height as Sweet Dreams, who is my second tallest prop. Well, not same height, he's a bit taller, but he is the second tallest prop I own, Sweet Dreams. But Cuddles is the tallest. His head, I think, works a lot better than Underworld's. I love the hair, I love the hat, I love the whole suit. And he was the first Spirit prop I ever really wanted, because I remember seeing him in the sneak peeks. I was just kind of snooping around Spirit's website. Him and Mr. Salty stood out to me as really awesome. Still haven't got Mr. Salty, and I probably never will do the price, but I'm really glad I picked up Cuddles because he's just amazing. And even though I really had some problems with him at first because he was a Amazon stock that was very old, very, very old stock. But, you know, let's plug him in. He's at full volume, I think.
Are you in love with the circus? I have a cavalcade of clowns here for your amusement and joy. Listen to us having so much fun. Perhaps you would like to join the circus too? There's always room for more. Come with us. We will be having so much fun soon. Our favorite places are dark forests and narrow alleyways. I will tear your unhappiness apart and leave only joy.
Coincidentally, though, those two phrases that I did were my two favorite phrases from him. He's just really awesome. I'm glad they made him, even though he does get a lot of bad rep because he is a Catacomb reskin, and he is shorter than Catacomb, so he's kind of like a sub-Catacomb reskin. But I think he's honestly better than Catacomb Creature, and I think that if you like Catacomb Creature and you like clowns, then you should definitely get him if you're a big fan of the movement. Because the movement on Cuddles works really well with him somehow, even though it doesn't really make sense for a clown. It just looks really cool, and it just looks really intimidating. And you know, it's just really weird seeing this big clown, and that's why I like Cuddles so much. It's just like, there's so much to talk about with him because he's my favorite, but his look, his music, his phrases, they just all work so well together, and I really love him a lot as a prop. But anyhow, after Cuddles, I purchased Sweet Dreams Clown, who is probably my top 3 or 4. He is very cool. Didn't expect him to like him as much as I did. He was just one of those clowns. I was like, well, I think he's good, but I don't like him as much as the other clowns I have, so I bought him, and I didn't regret buying him. He was very awesome when I first opened him up. He was very impressive, much taller than I thought. He was also the first prop I got to see, I got to do a full setup for, which was very interesting. But let's go ahead and demo him. He is the second prop I have with a screaming girl, so if the police show up here during the video, just know that's why.
Look what I have here. A new volunteer for my juggling act. Looks like I have a live one. But not for long. Wakey, wakey. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. This should teach you to always look under your bed before going to sleep.
Yeah, he's definitely really awesome. He's very, very tall. I thought he was about the same height as Cuddles until I saw them side by side out here. Definitely not as tall, but he is still very, very tall. He's my tallest non-Cuddles towering prop, which is pretty cool. And I'm glad he's not as tall as Cuddles because I wanted Cuddles to look more impressive than he did right now. But, yeah. I'm going to pause here because there's some very big background noise in the background, so I apologize, but I'm going to have to go for a few seconds, and I'll cut right back. Alright, I have returned, and the last prop that I have gotten as of today is this Hang Jester, which I didn't make an unboxing on because it was literally just a one-piece prop, so I just made a demo on it. But the only complaint I have about this guy is since he's such an old prop, the hot glue on his hat started to come off really easily, and you know, that caused the hat to look a bit wonky, but let's turn him on. He only has a few laugh tracks. But yeah, that is every single prop that Sardonyx Halloween owns. So that was a lot. 10 props to go through. And 11 here shortly. Yeah, I'm just kidding, but you know, eventually there will be 11. But that is all of my props. There's 10 of them. And I just want to say, it's been a crazy first year of haunting. This is only my first year of haunting, and I've already accumulated 10 props and 230 subscribers. And I didn't really expect to do that well doing Halloween content in the middle of May. But, you know, it's really nice to do what I like to do without, you know, having to do other stuff for the YouTube algorithm. And, you know, I just really appreciate all of the support I've been getting. I have a lot of good friends that I've met through this community, and, you know, despite them being online friends, you know, they've been there for me. They've been good friends, and I just really appreciate it. And this community is very, very tame compared to some other communities I've been in, like the Smash Brothers community, or the Five Nights at Freddy's community. But, you know, of course it doesn't mean that there's not any drama in this community. It's just a very chill, very welcoming community for people who just like Halloween. And, you know, it's just how it be. And I like Halloween. I didn't used to like Halloween as much, but now that I have all these fuckers, Halloween is kind of just like my thing. And, you know, sure, I might have a bunch of creepy clowns, but that's just how it be sometimes. But like I said, I just wanted to thank all of you for getting me to 200. That was a big dream of mine before I started doing haunting. And even when I started doing haunting content, I didn't really expect to do as good. And, you know, this has been really crazy. I'm glad I got all of these props that I just can't thank you guys enough, because it's been a very, very nice first year to do haunting. I got a bunch of props I really like. And overall, it's just been really crazy. So, yeah. Yeah, Sardonyx signing out.